going on, guys? It's Cliffy here. Now, in round one, we had some real one-sided games. We'll be hoping to go and bring it back here in round two. Obviously, 5 teams that are on 2 points because we do have 5 games. No draws, no ties in the first game. Let's go and get straight into it, starting off with the team that had the bye last week, the Wicket Takers. They were heroes to zeros from Season 1 to Season 2, taking on the Vikings, who had a good win first up. Let's go and get straight into it. So it is the Wicket Takers that are opening the batting. And this is very strange. I don't think, and I can't go back and change it now, I don't think that I've changed the Wicket Takers team. I honestly don't think that I've changed their team. Because I'm sure they had Warner batting at 3, and they were one of the last teams to go and send it in, so I do apologise about that, but now that we have gone and started the comp, we can't go and change things around, so my God, how did I stuff that up? I am extremely sorry, but we are just going to have to go and just keep things as they are, unfortunately. So all the other teams should be all good, but for anyone who was drafted into the Wicket Takers for this first season, I do greatly apologise. And yeah, it is just a real pain in the ass because I thought I had gone and changed it, but obviously this was the one team that I hadn't gone and changed. So we do have exactly the same team for the Wicket Takers as last season. It does mean that some of you guys are getting double action. I know Ben Cameron is going to be one of them because he is the captain of one of the new teams. But the Wicket Takers, they do still seem to be struggling a little bit heading into the 40 over mark. They've only got about 190 on the board. Illingworth's picked up 3. He has been, I must say, from Season 1, where he really struggled, I think he was kept, I don't know if he was kept on, to be honest, by the Vikings, but he really repaid, I guess, their faith going into Season 2, and he's had a good start here, I must say, to Season 3 so far. Moving on to the Vikings, who do have the correct team list because they did play last week. And again, I do just want to say that I am sorry that has happened to the Wicket Takers. As I said, I was positive that I went and changed it. Obviously, put them into the competition. Obviously didn't, which, you know, it is a real pain in the ass because I do like to have this series, you know, as good for you guys as possible, you know, so that you can go and obviously see yourself playing, not only against yourselves, but playing against other YouTubers, playing against your mates, etc., etc. So I'm not 100% sure what the Wicket Takers did manage to put on the board, but I think it would be somewhere around, they were 190 after 40 overs, so I'm guessing it's probably, you know, somewhere around the, I don't even know, possibly the 240, 230 mark, but a nice wee partnership that has been put on here by both Roberts and Illingworth. Roberts just goes and passes 50, whereas Illingworth can't quite get there, 41 off 60, and Hicks come in and he's made a couple of good stabs at everything, and the Vikings are actually behind the 8 ball here compared to the Wicket Takers, so just as I said that they were cruising and in cruise control, possibly have gone a little bit too slow and won't be able to go and pick up this win. Thompson, he's gone for 41 off 41 off 45. And the Wicket Takers do pick up the win by 28 runs, which is very surprising. I didn't think they were going to get up, and I didn't think they were going to score 265. Obviously, a very good last 10 overs for them. So the Vikings pick up their first loss of the season. The Wicket Takers score their first win. Next, we move on to the Snipers taking on the Bashing Bulldogs. 2 teams that are looking for their first win after round 1, both picking up losses. And it is the Snipers who are batting first. And you couldn't really ask for too much of a better start from the Bashing Bulldogs. A golden duck for Henry, the captain. He's gone to phase for, none, because he's made a duck. Golden duck. None off 1. And then both Sampson and Lapakis have gone to a row for 4 and 3 respectively. And the Snipers really on the back foot from the get-go here. And wow. Wow is really all I can say. Dale's gone as well, so we're 4 down inside 17 overs. 4 wickets have been lost already. Clapperton is really doing his bit, really steadying the ship, I guess you would say, so far, and hopefully looking to go and just get someone to bat around with him so that they can go and put a decent score on the board. But at least we have had a few closer games, or a closer game so far, and this one here seems to be close too. Clapperton gone to Clancy, 55 off 58. Those could be 55 very important runs in the context of the game. Snipers, Philippe, he is moving towards his 50. We're moving towards the 40th over. Philippe has actually just gone and got it there. Moving towards the 40th over. Again, not a very, very high score, but it may possibly be enough. We've seen teams in the last 10 overs really score some big runs, which is something that we did not see last season. So we'll have to wait and see what happens here. Ray's gone and picked up a 50 as well. He's going at just under. Well, he was at a runnable. He's around a runnable. And as I said, it is a big, big finish. They've gone and got 250, which is something that you would not go and expect. Dobbs has got a wicket in the first over. I don't know what it is about wickets in the first over. We've had a few of them in this episode today already. Ashcroft gone for 1 off 4. Caught by the wicketkeeper Sampson. And remember, 250 is the total that is being chased here by the Bashing Bulldogs, and they'll be looking to get their campaign off to a good start as well, taking on obviously the Snipers, who are last season's champs. And to go 0-2, you know, it is only very early days. But only 10 games, remember, this season. We aren't doing the home and away games, just basically a one-off. So if you play, well, you should get a split because there are 10 games. You should get 5 games at home, 5 games away. But it really does just depend on what you get. Both these players, good wee partnership. Fisher has gone, he's scored a 50, and Cameron's just gone and passed 100. So really leading from the front, the skipper, and you can't really ask for too much more than that there. But we'll keep going. Remember, 250 is the total that is being required. Sampson's got his second catch for the match. Muscat's gone. Almost picked up a hat-trick, you would have to say. He's got Fisher first for 85. Then I think he got Bolton for 17 and Earl for a golden duck. But it is going to be the Bashing Bulldogs that do get there on the back of their captain. 139 not out off 125 deliveries. They get up by 6 wickets. Good win for them as well. 7 overs left to go. So that's going to really help their net run rate. Moving on next, the Shredders, who are currently top of the table after the Vikings were dethroned after that, taking on the Boundary Bashers. Boundary Bashers, Bashing Bulldogs. Going to get those mixed up all the way throughout the season. And again, what is it about first ball, even first over wickets? Kumar's gone again for a golden duck to low, and I honestly just don't know what to think. What is going on? This is absolutely crazy, absolute madness, but it is good and it is entertaining watching. I hope it is for you guys. It's very entertaining for me. But as I was saying earlier before, we aren't doing the double headers this time around because there are 11 teams compared to the 8 that we had last season. We are just going with a single round robin rather than a double round robin and then just straight into semi-finals. This also is going to help because it does mean that when Don Bradman, well, the new Don Bradman game comes out, supposedly around December, that is when it is rumoured to come out, that we will be able to go and do CCL Season 4 on that new Don Bradman. Fingers crossed, we will have to go and wait and see. And what a bowling performance this has been so far from the boys. Oh my goodness. We are going to see a very, very low score here from the Shredders. The Boundary Bashers getting it done. Low. 4 for 22 off his 10 overs. You can't argue with that there. And just looking to go and, I wouldn't say bat out their overs, the Shredders, but just looking to go and get something. Like every little run here is helping, not only for this game, but for the net run rate. And we did talk about that last week, about how important the net run rate is. And somehow they've scraped to 193. We've had another wicket in the first over. Darcy gone for 10 off 3. Absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe how many wickets we've had. I think almost in every game so far we've had a wicket in the first over of the game. Remember, there is only 193 that is on the board, which you would say is a fairly easy chase. But the Boundary Bashers have lost 3 wickets. They've lost their top 3 very early on in the piece. And we have seen teams crumble from this position here. Darcy went first, as I said, in the first over. Then I think it was Duff for 9 off 17 for Bench Boy getting the wicket there. And then De Villiers bowled by Jimmy Yeoman for 22 off 23. But you'd have to say now with the partnership that these two have gone and put on, it should be a fairly comprehensive victory for the Boundary Bashers. Both players moving towards their 50s at quite nice rates. Jones has gone and picked it up already, and Bosbury is very close. In fact, he has just gone and got it there before he's gone and got himself run out by Smith for 52. But this is going to be a good win for the Boundary Bashers, especially after they got bashed last week. It is really going to help their net run rate to win by 6 wickets and have about 10 overs left in the bank as well. So Jones getting the man of the match there, 80 not out off 92. And that, as I said, it is a big win for the Boundary Bashers. It moves them back up really does help their net run rate. Remember, it was almost -2 before we started this game here. Next game, the old rivalry, the Sharks taking on the Royal Hiney. Sharks didn't pick up a win first time around, and I'm predicting, I don't know what it is, but the Sharks just seem, you've got to be joking me. Another Golden Duck. I think that's about Golden Duck number 3 for this episode. Absolutely crazy, but Kitchen Fitz getting one, getting Frost for a Golden Duck, caught by the wicketkeeper. And I honestly can't believe what I'm seeing. The amount of ducks and golden ducks and collapses and wickets that we've had in this episode so far, excuse me, has been absolutely crazy. But apart from that, the Royal Hiney haven't really gone and put a foot wrong. Both players here, number 2 and number 3, Lickley and Callis, moving towards their half centuries. Both have just gone and picked them up. Kitchen Fitz, he's finished his spell, 1 for 30. And what a start. Cliff comes in, gets 3 for 6. Off his first 2 overs. Pookie gets Lindsay as well. And I don't know what it is about collapses today, but things just have not gone right for batting teams at crucial moments of the game. It is another run out. Another run out as well. So Crook goes for 23. Champion goes for none of 5. And this is just crazy. This is absolute crazy. Cliff picks up Connor for 26 off 33. He's moving towards a 5-wicket bag. He's just gone and got it. I think I've got a 6-wicket bag, to be honest. And absolutely smashing things. Don't know what the Royal Hiney ended up on. It was, you know, a very dramatic and climactic end, and crazy end, I guess you would say, to the game. Bray's gone to Callis very early on, but Turnbull's doing what he did last season, and it is scoring runs. He's gone and picked up a 50 already inside 13 overs. And again, I'm not 100% sure what is being chased here, but I can't imagine it being too much after that 6-wicket haul from myself. Turnbull's gone, 57 off 51. He's done his job opening up. He's gone, scored runs, scored them quickly as well, and has left very little pressure, you would have to say, on this top and middle order of the Sharks. And it would be nice to go and get through just with these two. I was going to say nice for myself, not to be required with the bat. Sam Farney, he's gone for 31 off 38. Cosmos has just gone and picked up his 50 as well, so he is now 52 off 80 and moving along quite nicely. But at the end of the day, very comfortable win, and again, that is going to help big time the net run rate of the Sharks. Cliff, man of the match, 6 for 19 and 29 not out off 27 deliveries. You can't ask for too much more than that from the Sharks. And I was saying at the start of that episode that the Sharks were going to struggle this season, but not the case. And again, their net run rate has gone up into the positives now. We move on to the final game, which is the Master Blasters taking on the Sledging Cyclones. Again, the Sledging Cyclones, they'll be looking for a win. They got absolutely pumped in their first game. They're batting here first, and what a surprise. We see another first over wicket, which is what we've seen basically in every innings so far today. It just seems to be a reoccurring fact. But 2 wickets down already inside 6 overs for the Cyclones. They do still have Travis Head, their wildcard player, their wicketkeeper batsman who was in there opening the innings for them. And he's going along nicely with Brown, trying to make a nice wee partnership so far. And that is what is being happening. Very close to the 100 before the 20 over mark. You can't ask for too much more than that there. And Travis Head has actually gone and just passed his 50 before he's gone and got out to the Shark, who really should be playing for the Sharks. I'm going to try and get him next season because that would be very cool. For 58 off 59. And then Kay has gone to Irie for 7 off 13. Caught by Quinton de Kock. And you wouldn't say that things are in a bad situation here for the Cyclones because Head and Brown put on a very good partnership. Brown's still there, marching towards his 100. I wouldn't say at rapid pace, but is definitely getting there at a decent pace. 200 up already heading into the 40th over, and this is going to be a fairly decent total that the Cyclones are going to go and put on the board. There is that 100 that we were talking about. Brown's gone and picked it up before he has gone to Hess. 119 off 119, and Mackenzie went to Hess earlier than that for 42 off 49, but 279 is the total that is on the board and is being chased here by the Master Blasters, and they are going to need some blasting to go and get them to this total. Cook, he's gone and picked up the Cock, the wild card, caught by the wicketkeeper Head for 7 off 8, and that is almost a perfect start that they could ask for. My memory is so bad, I can't even remember what they were ending up chasing. I think it's about 279, but again, I could be wrong. Russell, he started off well, and is moving again towards his 50. He finally gets here. I was going to say it did take him a little bit of time to get there, but he has managed to do that. And I was going to say a good wee partnership, McIntyre and Russell, but just as I was about to say that, McIntyre does go and get out to Rowe for 38 off 56. Good knock from the captain, really supporting Russell, who has been the lead act in this Master Blasters chase so far. And you wouldn't bet against him going and scoring 100 here. And he has gone and got it there just like that. So 100 at basically a run of ball. And Hasty's moving along nicely too. He's actually just gone and picked up a 50 as well. So very interesting to see what is going to happen here. Because I can't 100% remember what is being chased at the moment. I thought it was about... It can't be 270. Maybe it is. Cook's got Russell. Man, that was a big finish. Cook got Russell for 134 off 139. He picked up the man of the match, but Hasty was still in there, managed to get things done. 92 off 84. And as we can see, the Master Blasters get up there by 7 wickets with 1.1 overs left to go. That leaves the Cyclones without a win heading into their first 2 games. It leaves the Master Blasters top by themselves, the only team that has gone unbeaten so far. So that is very good. Shows a very close competition. And we've seen some very close games here today, along with some very one-sided ones. So I'm going to wrap things up here, guys. Again, I do just want to apologise to anyone who was drafted by the Wicket Takers that hasn't been put in for this season. You'll be definitely put in for Season 4. I will make sure of it. But yeah, I do just want to apologise. Obviously, just forgot to change things around and just put them into the comp willy-nilly. So again, sorry about that. I'm going to wrap things up here. Do hope you enjoyed this video. If you have, please remember to leave a like. If you are new, please do subscribe. Make sure you check out my Facebook and Twitter links. That can be found down below in the description. Hope you guys had a good weekend. Got more Don Bradman tomorrow. My career coming your guys' way. Make sure you do not miss that.